Namaste, good morning. Today we will discuss about the term motion. First of all, what is motion? Any object is said to be in motion if it changes its position with respect to any stationary object taken as a reference. Suppose this is a stationary object, that is tree, and this is car. This car continuously change its position with respect to this stationary tree, so that car is said to be in motion. Now that car is here, and after some time this car at here, and again after some time this car is here. So this car continuously change its position with respect to time. So that car is said to be motion. Simply we can say that if any object change its position with respect to any stationary object taken as a reference, then that object is said to be in motion. In this case, this tree is taken as a reference point and this is stationary, and that car is changing its position continuously with respect to this stationary tree, so that car is said to be in motion. Now we will discuss about the term distance. What is distance? Distance is the actual length of path. If any objects start from point A and move towards B, and again it moves towards C. AB is 4 meter and BC is 3 meter. So total distance covered is the actual length of path, that is distance equals AB plus BC, that is 4 meter plus 3 meter, and the total value is 7 meter. So distance from A to C is 7 meter because object travels A to B and then again B to C. So total distance, that is 7 meter. Now we will discuss about displacement. What is displacement? Displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final point. So the initial point is A and the final point is C. So the shortest distance between A and C is AC. Now we have to find AC. By using Pythagoras theorem, we can calculate AC, that is AB under root AB square plus BC square equals 4 meter whole square plus 3 meter whole square equals 16 meter square plus 9 meter square, that is 25 meter squares, and the value of displacement is now 5 meter. So the value of displacement is 5 meter, whereas the distance between A and C is 7 meter. In this case, both displacement and distance are different. But in many times, suppose this is a tree and a man starts from here, and this is in west direction. Now man starts from here to there. This is a house. So man goes towards east direction. Now the distance between this point and this point is 10 meter. So in this case, displacement is 10 meter, and the distance is also 10 meter because the distance between this point and this point is 10 meter. This is initial point and this is final point. So displacement is 10 meter and distance is also 10 meter. In sometimes distance and displacement may be same, but distance and displacement is not always same. Distance is the actual length of path and displacement is the shortest distance between initial and final point. Distance is a scalar quantity. It means distance have only magnitude, whereas displacement is vector quantity. It means displacement have both magnitude as well as direction. So in this case, a man moves from west to east direction. So the displacement towards east direction. Displacement also have direction. So we can say that this man moves in east direction. And the distance, we can't say about the direction. In case of distance, we not talk about the direction. Distance mean movement of any object toward any direction, that is distance. Now, displacement and distance is meter. Now we will talk about uniform motion. First of all, what is uniform motion? If any object covers equal distance in equal interval of time, then that object is said to be uniform motion. Suppose any object travels equal distance in equal interval of time, so time in second and the distance in meter. Suppose in 5 seconds an object covered 10 meter, and again in 10 seconds an object covers 20 meter. In 15 seconds an object covers 30 meter, and in 20 seconds object covers 40 meter. In every 5 minutes, in this case, an object covers 10 meter. So in this case, the speed of any object is uniform. So we can say that the motion is uniform. That object is in uniform motion because it covers equal distance in equal interval of time. We can also take in as another example. Suppose the motion of Earth on its axis is also uniform motion because in every 24 hours, Earth rotates on its axis. The revolution of Earth around the Sun is also uniform motion because every 365 days and 6 hours, Earth complete one revolution. It revolves around the Sun. So these are also example of uniform motion. Now, non-uniform motion. Motion of car, bus, bicycle or bike on the road is not non-uniform motion, because if we travels from one place to another place by road, the speed of our vehicle differ time to time. Sometimes its very its speed is so high, and sometimes its speed is very low, sometimes average. So in that case, our motion is non-uniform. We can also give another example: free falling object from at any height. Suppose a ball falling from a roof of a building, and this ball travels unequal distance in equal interval of time. Now the distance between that object increases. In equal intervals of time, object covers unequal distance, so free falling object also is in non-uniform motion. Now we will talk about speed. speed means distance per unit time. If any object covers 10 meter in 1 second, it means the speed of that object is 10 meter per second. If any object covers 40 kilometer in 1 hour, it means the speed of that object is 40 kilometer per hour. So speed equals distance upon time. And the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Meter per second. Suppose any object covers 100 meter. If distance equals 100 meter and the time taken is 5 seconds, so speed is distance upon time, that is 100 meter upon 5 seconds, so 20 meter per second. In this case, the speed of object is 20 meter per second and the SI unit of speed is meter per second. Okay. Now we will talk about average speed. If we go on any journey, then that case we can't talk about speed. We talk about average speed because in whole journey the speed of our vehicle is not same. Sometimes if we start from Muzaffarpur to Bhagalpur, if we move from Muzaffarpur to Bhagalpur and the distance between Muzaffarpur and Bhagalpur is 250 km and the time taken is 5 hours. So total time taken by our vehicle is 5 hours and the distance between Muzaffarpur and Bhagalpur is 250 km. So here we talk about average speed. What is the average speed of our vehicle? Because our vehicle covers 250 km in different speeds, sometimes 40 km per hour, sometimes 50 km and sometimes 80 km per hour. Now we talk about the average speed. So average speed is total distance by total time. Now in this case total distance is 250 km and the total time taken is 5 hours. So the average speed is 50 km per hour. Now in the whole journey the average speed is 50 km per hour. The SI unit of speed and average speed both is meter per second. Okay.